Okay. On November 10, 1775, the U.S. Continental Congress approved of Samuel Nicholas Captain's decision to form a Continental Marines, which in today they're also known as the U.S. Marine Corps. Whether it's in the Battle of Sully River Forts or in the Battle of Mexican War, the U.S. Marine has been bravely fighting for our nation's freedom and safety. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, why should I care about the Marines? I'm not even in the Marines, but just hear me out. Maybe the Marines in the future will save our nation. In this speech, I will be arguing why the U.S. Marine Corps needs a bigger budget, and I'll be also emphasizing the importance of their missions and the ineffectiveness of their outdated weapons and gears. With that being said, let's take a look at the importance of their missions. According to www.military.com, if a terrorist attack took place near any American force in the world, the Marine FAST team will be there to respond. FAST stands for Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team. FAST are deployed all around the globe. They're trained to handle terrorist attacks as soon as possible. According to www.military.com again, on September 12, 2012, President Obama deployed 50 FAST members to Benghazi, Libya, to respond to a terrorist attack which resulted in a U.S. ambassador's death. The 4th Marine Expeditionary Brigade, also known as the 4th MEB, is one of the best examples of United States tactic to counter terrorism. According to www.nationaldefensemagazine.org, located in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, the 4th MEB respond to world crisis within 72 hours. The brigade includes 3 security guard battalions and 3 anti-terrorism battalions. Additionally, a new infantry unit. The 4th MEB are trained to respond to international terrorism. Not only U.S. Marine provides safety to our nation, but they also provide safety to all the foreign countries. Now that we have seen the importance and missions of the Marine Corps, now let's take a look at the disadvantage of the Marine Corps due to their outdated gears. According to Peter Nellen, a former Marine and a veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan, not all of the weapons in Marines are outdated to today's technology. For example, the Marines are still using M16s, whereas the Army has adapted to M4A1s, a shorter, lighter, powerful version of M16. Why will we risk our soldiers' lives on the battlefield in the front line with these outdated gears? It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. According to Brendan McCleary, a military author, the U.S. Marine Corps terminated a plan that was supposed to operate their HMMWV, which stands for High Mobility Multi-Purpose Wheeled Vehicle. Instead, the Marines are developing a vehicle called Joint Light Tactical Vehicle. The problem is the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle is less mobile, and it could only hold up to 1/3 amount of soldiers compared to the HMMWVs. According to Assistant Commandant of U.S. Marine Corps, John Paxton, out of 164 aircrafts in U.S. Marines inventory, half of them are in need of maintenance or they're missing certain required parts. Additionally, each Air Force operation unit requires 12 aircrafts ready for combat, but each unit only has 6 or less aircrafts ready for combat. The amount of budget has also forced the number of U.S. Marines to shrink. As you could see in the graph, according to Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel, in 2014 we had 190,000 Marines. In the year 2015, we only have 182,000 Marines. If the budget keeps getting reduced, by the year of 2017, we will only have 175,000 Marines. If the Marines continues to shrink, they may be at the risk of being disbanded. Now imagine each unit on the ground troop on the battlefield requires 5,000 Marines, and we're only 1 unit or 2 units short. We may be at disadvantage because the enemies will outnumber us on the battlefield. And according to Statistic.com, the budget of the U.S. Marine has been declining since 2010. As you can see in the graph, within each year, the budget has been reduced by more and more. If you compare the budget of year 2014 to the budget of 2015, the difference is $5 billion US. A lot of difference. In conclusion, the Marines are doing more with less. It's time for a change to fund the Marines more, and I hope the next president will see this problem and solve it effectively.